Good morning, guys. Oh, my voice is going. It's Lori from PassionatePennyPincher.com, and I am making slow cooker Italian beef in the crock pot today because I'm feeding 25 boys today. If you want to get the recipe for the slow cooker Italian beef, click the link in the video. You can get my totally free Crocktober cookbook to print. This is actually the printed version. You can also order one that's printed for you, but there's a free one. Click the link in the video to get the recipe. I have to feed all these boys tonight, so I thought I'd show you how I'm feeding them kind of moderately. Like, I'm feeding them cheaply but easily. So I could probably feed them, I could definitely feed them for less, but I'm taking advantage of stuff at Costco because I also have 3 kids home today. I have to work today. I've got 2 kids home today, 1 coming home tonight. But I also have to work today. I also have to go help at the school today. So I have like one of those, like, this is a crazy, crazy day. So how am I also gonna feed 25 boys? As you're hopping on, tell me good morning, Tina. Hi, Jen. Hi, Michelle. Also tell me how cold it is because it is -10 out at my house this morning when I was at the gym, which is just kind of stupid, I think. So yeah, anyways, if you wanna get the recipe though, click the link in the video. Let me show you what I snagged at Costco. So I'm feeding 25 kids tonight. It's gonna be crazy. So, this is how I'm doing it. No, I'm feeding 21, including my own family, okay? So 18 of those are boys aged 18 to 22. So what I did was I went to Costco, and you know they're not gonna want to eat this stuff, but I got it so I feel like a decent human. I got them bags of salad because they're college kids, and I know they probably don't get a lot of salad. I absolutely love the salad from Costco. It's one of my all-time favorites, so if you're looking for a great bag of salad at Costco, this is it. And I'll tell you how much I spent on everything in just a second. I grabbed a veggie tray. I think this was $9.99, so that was a pretty good deal. And then I did the only thing that I needed to do to make a bunch of boys happy, y'all. Right here. We got 1, 2. Have y'all ever tried these? How many of you guys have tried the Costco mac and cheeses? I'm literally making 5 of these. We went through like 20 of these for my son's graduation party. These things are the bomb. So Jackson said, I said, you know, we could maybe just buy pizza, but remember, these are college kids who don't get real cooked home food. And he said, Mom, the boys would really like it if you'd make real food. So I'm kind of doing a half and half. So I did the Costco mac and cheese. So I got 5 mac and cheeses, and then I was gonna make cookies, and my husband was like, Lori, you don't have any time. So I got the big tray of mac and cheese Costco cookies. So, and then I've got the magic man food, which is what we're about to make. We're gonna feed 20 boys. I probably could have gotten a better price on the meat. I paid $4.99 a pound for the beef. So I've got 13 pounds of beef. So I paid for everything, I think I paid around $160 to feed 20 people, including lots of big boys, and I think we'll have leftovers. But the big thing was, Jackson said the last time they went to somebody else's house, they kind of ran out of food, so I don't want them to run out of food. So I was like, I would rather have way too much than not have enough, so that's why I have this kind of craziness going on here. So for $160, I probably could have done it for less, but I want to make sure I have plenty of food, and I didn't want the boys to just have pizza, which of course we could always do pizza. So are y'all ready? Give me a heart like if you'd like to see the recipe. Good morning, Marla. Guys, also, if you will hit the shares button, we will give away a $25 Amazon gift card to one person who hits the share this button. So hit the share this button. So this is the easiest recipe ever. Click the link in the video to get my totally free Crocktober cookbook. It is the very first recipe in the cookbook. So this one is super easy. I almost feel like it's so simple that I can't even believe I call it a recipe. It's really, really easy. So simple. How many of y'all have made this before? Laura, you think that's fantastic, Becky? Thank you. Like I said, I could have made it for less if I'd made everything homemade, but I just had to look at my real life schedule and do it. So we are gonna make lots of Italian beef. So here we go. All you do is you take a can of pepperoncini peppers. These are Kroger brands. You don't have to have any other brand that works. Kroger works great. And we're just gonna dump them in here. And then what you wanna do is you wanna save your jars. And I try not to break the pepperoncinis because it makes it really spicy, and my family doesn't love it really spicy. But you wanna save your jars because at the end of the day, you're gonna remove your jars. So there's 1. Remember, I'm making enough to feed 20. So there's 1 row. So I've got 3 crock pots going today. There's 1 crock pot. Here's 2 crock pots. I'm a little worried. I will tell you that I normally use a shoulder roast. I almost always use this shoulder roast because I think they're the best. They're the least fatty. They get really, really yummy. I am using 2 chuck roasts because that was all Costco had. So can you guys tell me, do you think the chuck roast is gonna be fine? I sure hope it is because I spent a lot of money on this meat. So y'all tell me, do you guys use, how many of you all use a chuck roast instead of a shoulder roast? Okay, here's crock number 3. Like I said, we got a lot of people to feed. So I've actually got 2 roasts in this one because this is my big crock. Oh my gosh, that's like 10 pounds of meat right there. Actually, it's about 7 pounds. This is 6, actually it was 6 pounds. So I've got 6 pounds of meat in my big crock. So I'm actually gonna put, I probably could put just 1 in, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick 2 because I was a little bit worried about it. What do you guys think? Am I gonna be fine? Thank you for sharing, Donna. I appreciate you a ton. The chuck is gonna be fine. Y'all, I never use chuck roast for these because I love a shoulder roast. And I'm a little nervous, honestly, because if these boys all get here tonight and this is terrible, do you know I'm gonna be ordering pizza at the last minute. And that'll make me really sad. And it was so funny. I told Jackson, I said, we could totally make something easier. I could just order food for you guys because I only do it like once a year. So I was like, it wouldn't be as frugal, but it would be easier. And he was like, Mom, they really want you to cook for them. So here we go. We're cooking for the men. Oodles and oodles and oodles of food. Reagan is laughing. Okay, so once you make this, all you're gonna do, you saw how easy that was. Once you do that, all you're gonna do is try to get the pepperoncinis out first. Got lots of them, there we go. So now what we're gonna do, I would normally only use 1 jar, but remember that was a ton of meat. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my lids on, I'm gonna cook these on low all day long. At about 5 o'clock tonight, I'm serving them at 6. At about 5 o'clock tonight, I will take out all the peppers. I will put the peppers back into the jars. So you remove all the peppers back out and stick them back in the jar at the end of the day, okay? I'm actually gonna throw that one away. So you're gonna put them back into the jar. You're gonna throw that away. Now, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get, and this is so much cheaper, y'all. I just got the packets of au jus seasoning mix from the grocery store. Some people put ranch in as well. You really don't need ranch. Like this does plenty. I've seen people add butter. You definitely don't need to add butter. Just the au jus packet will be fine. So at the end of the night, what I'll do after this is cooked all day is I'll take out all the peppers. I'll shred up the beef. I'll put a packet of au jus into each one. I'll actually put 2 into this one because it's the big crock. And then I'll shred up the beef. So I'm gonna spend forever shredding meat up today, I think. And then let it cook for about another 30 minutes. I'll heat up all the mac and cheeses. I'll put everything out to serve, and I'm good. I mean, it is so easy. This is one of those just super, super simple. So I'm gonna things. If you want to make it less spicy, for those of you guys who are like, Laurie, my kids will not eat spicy. My kids love this one, and they don't do spicy. But what my husband does, it's really smart. I don't have that thing to show you. Is he uses a turkey baster and pulls out all the juice and puts enough water to replace the juice back in at the end of the day. And if you take out all of that juice, it's gonna make it way less spicy. So it's super, super simple. So you guys all feel like it's gonna be fine. It's very similar to a Mississippi roast, Haida, except that I'm not using, a lot of those use butter and ranch, and I don't use butter or ranch because it's so easy. The boys are gonna love it. I know they haven't gotten good, yummy food in a while, so they're gonna be excited. So if you click the link in the video, you can get my totally free cookbook. It's the, this is the printed version. You can order one that's printed for you, but if you would just like to have the one that is a free PDF, this is the very first recipe in the cookbook. It is by far our most popular recipe on Passionate Penny Pincher. I've been making it for 20 years. It's a great little recipe for anybody who hopped on late. And do you guys want to see, if you hopped on late, do you want to see what we grabbed at Costco? Oh, my dog is getting in my food. Summit, get out of here, buddy. Let me show you, wash your hands. For those of you who hopped on late, so I was trying to get between the easy and the easy and penny pinch deals here. So this is what I got at Costco for anybody who's late that I am making for all these boys. Do you see that back there? So we did 5 Costco mac and cheeses. And I did everything at Costco to make my life easy. We have crazy weather here. I didn't have time to do a whole lot. So we got 5 Costco mac and cheeses. I got 2 big bags of salad. I don't think they'll go through one because they're boys, but maybe they will eat a bunch. I don't know. This is my favorite salad for anybody who hopped on late. You eat it as a sandwich. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy. Yes. So once that meat has all been shredded up, we're gonna put it on top of these buns. So we got the big bags of buns. So yeah, super easy. So we did those, and then the other thing we did that I'm serving is I just did a big veggie tray. They're not gonna eat a lot of veggies, but I feel like it makes me feel like I'm a better human if I give them veggies, so there we go. They've got a couple really healthy boys there. And then, y'all, I totally would love to be making homemade desserts. Like, that would be my thing. But my husband was like, he said, Laura, you don't have time to make homemade desserts for these boys today. I have way too many other things going on as well. So, here we go. We've got a cookie tray of 60 cookies that totally is gonna be done. So for about, everything here cost me about $160. The meat was 60 of that, so a lot was the meat. So this was a really easy way to feed a bunch. So I'll feed about 22. I wanna have plenty, and whatever leftovers I have, I will send down to their house. So I could have done it cheaper, for sure, if I made my own mac and cheese, made my own cookies. I maybe could have gotten a better deal on the meat, possibly, because I paid $4.99 a pound. I think I could get it for $3.99 a pound. But I was at Costco, we've had snow, it's been like, it's negative 10 degrees out. I didn't have time to do something else. So you're coming, Lizzie, come on over for dinner. I'm not using the Instant Pot. Shirley, you know, I'm afraid of my Instant Pot, so I'm sticking with my crock pot today. The boys are gonna be happy campers. Bonnie, I so hope so. I felt so bad because I asked Jackson, I was like, is there anything else I can do? And he was like, no, Mom, they want you to cook for them. So here we go, Italian beef. I don't think they've made this one at home. You do Alfredo, roast, spinach, feta, and banana pepper pizza. Oh, that sounds yummy. How many boys? Sherry, it's gonna be, I think, 18 boys plus our 5 in our family. So 23 total. And the boys are aged 18 to 22. So they're college kids. So they don't get a whole lot of homemade food. So like I said, I really wanted to just be lazy and order food and do something simple. I was like, I could order some Subway sandwiches. And Jackson was just like, he said, Mom, they get that stuff all the time. They don't get real food. So I do feel a little bit guilty, guys, that I'm using the Costco mac and cheese and the chocolate chip cookies. And if I have, miraculously, if God just takes over and I have extra time today, I will be baking some chocolate chip cookies because I do feel a little bad about that. But this was super easy. Yeah, thank you, Melissa. Y'all are so sweet. You just use salt and pepper because you didn't have time to make the seasoning packet. Good to know. I didn't know that was an option. That's awesome. You don't have one either. You're afraid of them. Shirley, I have an Instant Pot, but I'm scared to death of it. Karen, that's what I'm debating. I feel like for that many people, if we have a lot left over, it's going to be a good deal. I'm wondering if I need to buy some potato chips. And I didn't buy soda. That's the other thing, is we have some Cokes down in the basement. And like I said, I kind of want to have the cool house. I remember hearing somebody say, always try to have the cool house, and having soda makes it a cooler house. So I may go out and buy some soda. And if not, they could do water and lemonade, and that'll be fine too. Shred with the mixer. Myrna, do you guys think I'll be able to shred all this meat up with a mixer? I'm going to try it because I have one. So I may try it because I've got a lot. You just use the juice from the crock pots over the sandwiches. Don't feel guilty, Shirley. I know, I had to make it super easy. That's all a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna get these in the crock pot. I'm gonna get to work on the other stuff and make dinner. Guys, I encourage you, if you struggle with menu planning and getting your act together when it comes to grocery shopping, just do it. This cookbook, click the link in the video. You can get the free cookbook. What's nice about the cookbook, this is the printed version. We can actually mail this one out to you if you wanna purchase a real one. You can find it. We'll put a link in for it. So you can purchase one. We've got a bunch that are waiting to be mailed out. So if you would like a real Crocktober cookbook, we've got them for you. But what's nice, you can also get, just get the free PDF though. It's free, print it at home, enjoy it. It's a great little it really is a great little cookbook. And what's really nice is for those of you who struggle with getting your list together on what to make, is it also includes your grocery list. And all the recipes are family approved. So check them out. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. You think you can cut the roast in half if they're too big. Do you think they're too, Becky, you don't think these roasts are too big, do you? These roasts are gonna be fine. Y'all just pray that the chuck roast does well, because I really do like a shoulder roast best. So if you're going to buy this, please buy a shoulder roast. I'll let you know how the chuck roast goes. I'm a little nervous about it. You guys have an amazing day. I will talk to you tomorrow. I have a fun thing coming up tomorrow. So y'all have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.